Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Maya Octaviani from Universitas Negeri Jakarta. In this opportunity, I will present the result of our research entitled Analysis of Students' Coping Strategies During Distance Learning to Achieve Sustainable Development Goals. In December 2019, the world was shocked by discovering an unusual case of the flu by a new type of coronavirus. This dangerous virus can spread through droplets. However, the first case in Indonesia was found in March 2020. To prevent the spread of the virus, the provincial government, the special area for the capital Jakarta, made a policy to close school and set restrictions on passengers on public transportation. On a broader scope, the Ministry of Education and Culture has also implemented a policy to school and work from home when learning happens from lecturer and students home. It's called distance learning. Nevertheless, the government needs to ensure fair and inclusive education and promote lifelong learning opportunities. This aim is in line with Sustainable Development Goals number 4, which is quality education. By getting a quality education, people can break the chains of poverty. Through education, inequality can be reduced and empower people to live more sustainable and healthily. In distance learning requires a learning management system as a medium for learning. LMS is a virtual classroom that lecturer can use to provide material, exams, quizzes, assignment. The sudden change from face-to-face learning to distance learning made a lecturer must innovate and adapt in providing learning. Some lecturers only use one type of learning application in teaching several courses. Unfortunately, students are the one who must learn more. In addition to understanding the material, students also must adapt to their lecturer many types of learning application. Thus, there are obstacles experienced during learning. When people cannot overcome the obstacle quickly, they can get stressed. Stress can burden students. However, students also will not let these adverse effects last long. Students should take action, and it's called coping strategies. Coping strategy means the individual's ability to deal with the problem that befall them, not to cause prolonged adverse effect. There are three forms of coping strategies: problem-focused coping, emotion-focused coping, and seeking social support. A research conducted by Lubis et al. Concluded that the stress coping performed by working students included problem-focused coping and emotional-focused coping. And other research conducted by Abravani et al. Conclude that respondents use more problem-focused coping than emotion-focused coping. This study aims to analyze students' coping strategy during distance learning. This study used quantitative approach with a survey method conducted in Jakarta from May to June 2021. The population in the study was students at Universitas Negeri Jakarta. The sample was selected using a cluster sampling technique of as many as 211 students. The data collection used a student's coping strategy scale consisting of 39 items derived from dimension problem-focused coping, emotion-focused coping, and seeking social support. Here are the results of this study. As many as 81.5% of the respondents are female students and the rest are male students. Therefore, female students dominate the respondent in this study. Descriptively, the average coping strategy of female and males are not much different. The significance value of 11 tests conclude that the population variance of the two data groups is homogeneous. The result of t-tests show no significant difference in average coping strategies between female and male students. The results showed that the average ability of respondents in dealing with stress by focusing on the problem they face was 3.86 in the high category. The average ability of respondents to deal with stress by focusing on handling emotion is 3.75, and in high category, the average ability of respondents in dealing with stress by seeking social support is 3.25, and in medium category. This study indicates that respondents are more dominant using problem-focused coping to deal with stress when implementing distance learning. The coping strategies used by respondents are pretty good. In using problem-focused coping strategies, respondents try to analyze the causes of the problems encountered, plan the steps to deal with the problem, and make effort to change the situation carefully. The study results also show that the respondent's ability to plan to deal with the problem is high. After finding the root of the problem and its causes, the respondent can formulate the proper steps to deal with the problem. In addition, the respondent's ability to make effort to change the situation carefully with a good analysis of the problem and planning the proper step, respondent will be more careful in dealing with the problem. In the emotion-focused coping dimension, the respondent's ability to avoid some problem in the future is in the very high category. Respondents can take lessons from every problem they face and make preventive effort to avoid the same problem. In addition, respondents have good emotional regulation, so they do not blame other parties for their problems, while the indicator creating positive meanings to develop themselves are in the medium category. The study indicates that students can accept their shortcomings, regulate their emotion well, and thinking before acting, so there will be no rush in dealing with problems. Furthermore, when they face a problem, students try not to avoid it. Precisely, with this problem, students learn and try to avoid the same problem in the future. In the second year of this pandemic, students have been able to adapt to the learning technique used in the classroom. Students are getting used to studying from home. By doing distance learning, students can save time and energy for going to campus or returning from campus. The respondents' ability to ask for advice from family and friends is in the high category, while the respondent's ability to ask for information and emotional support from family and friends was medium category. Respondents in the study were students who were in the late teens to early adulthood. In the search for their identity, they try to be independent and able to solve their problems. Thus, help from others might be the last choice they will take. On the other hand, other people around the respondent do not necessarily interfere with the respondent's problem. Often, other people are just there to listen or provide suggestions when asked. Thus, respondents are trying to solve their problems before seeking social support from others. Based on the analysis of research data and the discussion, we can conclude that there is no difference in the average value of female and male students' coping strategies. Students are more dominant in using problem-focused coping as an effort to deal with stress when implementing distance learning. Therefore, students must overcome their problems with appropriate coping strategies to achieve quality learning in education. However, this research is limited to the academic aspect. Other researchers can develop this research by analyzing coping strategies in other aspects or involving respondents with different characteristics. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.